my homework for this podcast too. All right.
Uh-oh.
Well, one of the things that you like to talk about in your travails is this TIA approach. Thinking, inspiration, and action.
Yeah.
Talk to me. What do you mean by that?
There's lots of different ways of analysing situations. But for me, you think about, okay, how do you make something better? Whether it be a person, whether it be a business process, whether it be a brand. And for me, you have to do that initial thinking, understand what's going on, and really get under the skin of things. And one of my favourite things to do is, if at all possible, is go and get my client's product or test the service without them knowing. You start the thinking straight away. The inspiration is the ideation. And that's sort of one of the fun bits of what I do. So you've done the thinking, you've analysed the problem, you understand the situation, you go, right, what do we need to do to make this person stronger, more directional, whatever word you want to choose. And that's where the inspiration and the ideas come from. There's that creativity.
Yeah.
And people mistake creativity for the ability to draw. Creativity is the ability to solve a problem.
Yeah.
And
that's right. Yeah.
It's such a beautiful word, but the creativity is the inspiration bit. But it's all very well having thinking, it's all very well having inspiration, but without action, nothing happens. So it's about actually creating something that is actionable, because otherwise it's just great ideas. Well, so what?
So how do you recommend then? What's the blueprint for something like that? How do you structure that so that's like a working framework for actually making something happen? Thinking, inspiration, and action. Are we writing all this down? I mean, how does this work?
Do you know what it is? It's more like a mantra and a way of life.
Okay.
So it just becomes ingrained into how you work. So for some clients, it could be a keynote. For other clients, it could be as simple as I was working with a client this morning. They're going to be delivering a presentation. Around it was, okay, how can we make this more interesting and more relatable? The inspiration could be, well, we'll go and have a look at some TED Talks. And the action is like, so there's many different ways of delivering it, but it almost becomes like a mantra, in the same way that, if you ask Nike, what do they stand for? Just do it.
Yeah.
It becomes a way of life. How it's delivered can vary, but it goes through everything that, I do, whether it's coaching, mentoring, branding, consultancy.